might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Canes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Bringing the heat. Pulls it in. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage. And he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. And they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Throws to the tight end. He's got it. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Making great decisions, that's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy, can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Right on the money. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
Yeah, and you can tell he was trying to run with that football before he caught it. That slant route, you stick your foot in the ground, cut towards the QB. That's one of those plays where he puts it on the money and you just try to make yards after the catch, but keyword being after the catch.
Ninth play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going downfield for the big play. Snags it. Touchdown, Michigan. He got a step and just dusted the field.
You
love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. From the gun. Give on the inside. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Complete to the right. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
From the gun, the running back has it. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on...
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Miami!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
Extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point is good. So a drive there of 84 yards. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Now rolling to the left. Makes the grab. It's Otis. At the 35, he's open. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off the play fake. Steps away. Fires on the move. Got his man on the right. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play and they pick up a first down. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
And the Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Here's a heap. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Just drives it between the uprights. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, we've got a winner in the battle of the Willamette Valley between Oregon and Oregon State. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way Michael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do it. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks. There he goes. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
And a great job on the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. At the 40, there he goes. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Quick release by the QB. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Hurricanes headed quickly to the line. Leaves it with the running back.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Right down the middle. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And the field goal ties it up here in the 2nd quarter.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting out there.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. They're working that left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back has it. Oh, and he wants to throw it. It'll fall incomplete. A little creativity on first down, but it doesn't work. It'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had it.
Breaks into the open. He's inside the 40. The 20. Inside. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab on the left. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Otis. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. At the 35, he's loose. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. He'll try to take it back. The 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Canes. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Got room at the 35. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Looking downfield on first down. Fires left. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Unloads it left. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down.
Well, that's disappointing for the offense because that's a play that you rep all week long in practice. You should be able to hit that one, no problem. The QB receiver couldn't come up with a completion.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Keeps looking downfield. Going right and going deep. Breaks it inside the 10. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Here on third down for this offense. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Blasted as he lets it go. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Snap to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Oh, he's got a chance. Inside the 40. Turning it on. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Wolverines will line up to kick off and start the second half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on first down. Looking left. Oh, did he find a hole in that secondary? Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Got his man on the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Throws for the tight end. Makes the catch. It's Otis. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. And the Wolverines have this offense rolling. Out of the gun, the inside give. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it.
Touchdown, Wolverines! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. Going deep. Deep down the right side. What great concentration to stay in bounds and make the catch. And the Canes want to move quickly. That kind of play is just vintage Hurricane receiver play.
I mean, big-time playmakers on the outside. The list is long for Miami, but finding those elite speedsters down in the state of Florida, it's not a hard job.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Second down, he'll throw it. Working that left side now. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Canes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. He'll keep it on the sneak. The Hurricanes will have it 1st and 10. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field. But right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend.
Touchdown, Hurricane! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. And that's good enough for a first down. From the red zone, looking for a man. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. The Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the stick.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. They are so close to a score, they can smell it on the first play of the drive. 1st and goal. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Man, you got to give credit to this defense in the sudden change situation. They've barely had a chance to even blink. Just a second ago, they were on the sideline. All of a sudden, there's a turnover. They got to take the...
Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Let's go! They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Francis. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. And the Hurricanes will hustle to the line.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
Try to get it to the edge. Got some room in under the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. The penalty on the defense, but they don't really give up much ground because there's not much to lose this close to the end zone. And the offense grateful for that penalty if they can just move it 1 more yard to get it in. Quarterback sneak, looking for just a sliver of daylight. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Back has it. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
Well, when you get down here inside the red zone, you got to be able to run the football. And it's one thing to do it conventionally, but I like the idea of mixing it up and trying to go jet sweep.
Snap to the back. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker. Direct snap. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Canes! With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. They go 83 yards on the drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So here comes the Michigan offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the grab inside the 30. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
That big play really has them in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. Looking to throw on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he goes out of bounds after coming coming up with positive yardage there.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
Okay, ready?
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Touchdown, Michigan! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point was good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And the Canes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Past the 40. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. And the Canes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Here's the handoff. Oh, what a cut! That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. The Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Right back to the well. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. He might want another play. Back has it. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Fires into a world of traffic and it's picked off. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
The Canes want to crank the tempo. From the shotgun now, here's an inside gift. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Under heat, and he gets rid of it. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. It's complete. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. Looking to throw. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! And they take it in for 6 more points. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Poe. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. He'll pull it down and run. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to throw on first down. And some room to work. Gets the first himself. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
That's a first down for the offense.
They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. To the air on first down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Looking for a deep man. And the pass falls to the ground, and the ball game is over. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation.